I have just lost a lot of respect for Dana White. I can't believe that I am even uttering the words losing respect for Dana White. It sounds to me like he's trying to blackball John Jones. Like he's hoping that John loses the title fight in Toronto to Lyoto Machida. Anyway, for those of you that don't know, let me educate you just really quick. Like I just had to educate myself. I get home from work, and what do I see? Several messages in my inbox. UFC 151, September 1st, canceled. What? You know, something major had to have happened. Something major had to happen for that to be truth. UFC doesn't cancel shows. Why would they cancel a show? Hendo gets hurt. Okay. I can't find a replacement. Okay. Okay, I found a replacement. Chael Sonnen, he wants the fight. Bones doesn't want the fight. The biggest mistake in your career. These are Greg Jackson's words. Now look, for those of you that know, and for those of you that don't, I'm gonna educate you a little bit on. I hate Greg Jackson. I just do. I have never liked him. I thought when Rashad was with him that it was dumb. And then Rashad left, and he started talking. They were just talking shit or whatever between each other. It's fine, whatever. But I've always hated Greg Jackson. I've always hated Greg Jackson. That's just my personal opinion on it. I choose not to like the man. That's fine. I agree in part with what Greg Jackson said. In part, it will be a big mistake for Jones to defend the title on 8 days' notice against Chael Sonnen. But in reality, could Chael have made the 205-pound mark? No. It would have been a non-title fight. And Bones didn't want to do that. On 8 days' notice, I understand. Dana White is pissed off because he canceled, or for some reason, I don't know why, you couldn't have just thrown somebody else just up the card. The card fucking sucked. It must have. In Dana's eyes, because that was the only fight worth seeing. Now, I don't have it in front of me. I don't know what the rest of the card looks like. I haven't began to get excited about that. You know, I was excited about the light heavyweight title fight, just like everybody else was. But to cancel an entire card, look, Dana, I wouldn't have wanted to fight Chael Sonnen on 8 days' notice either. That man is a beast. Now, I have not always had the kindest words to say about Chael. I like Chael. I think he's a very, very smart businessman, and he knows how to sell a fight. And he knows how to fight. Chael wants a world title. A world title. He can't get it in the middleweight division, so he bumps up. Okay. That's fine. I would not have taken the fight either if I was Bones. Because for one, Chael doesn't deserve a shot at the light heavyweight title. That's number one. Now, if you wanted to make this a just a fight, just a catchweight fight, and I'm Bones, I would be hesitant, but I would probably go ahead with it. Dana never said that it would have been a title fight or it wouldn't have been a title fight, but he said that the billing for UFC 151 was for the light heavyweight title on that conference call. Dana is just pissed off that he's having to cancel an entire event, and he's taking it out on Johnny Bones Jones. I, for one, and I know Dana will give a shit less what I think, but I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted at the way he's handling this. You know what? You should be more pissed at Joe Silva, the quote-unquote matchmaker, like he's the only person that has any say in the fights that get put together. You should be more pissed off at him for not making a good enough card for if something like this happens, it could stand on its own merit. It may not have, done a whole lot of buys, because, yeah, people were going to want to see Jones Hendo, and now they don't, or not going to get that, and they probably wouldn't want to buy the pay-per-view, but still. I'm horrified. I'm horrified. And Dana has always been very vocal and very adamant about this is how I feel about so-and-so. I'm horrified at what he's doing. Because, but Dana's kind of got, he's like Vince McMahon, really. He has the MMA world by the balls. Zuffa owns UFC and Strikeforce, the two biggest companies. Bones could go somewhere else and lift up another company. It would take a while. And it would probably take more than Bones to do it. But it could probably be done within 3 to 5 years. Is this going to hurt the UFC? Yeah. And I'm sure I hate that all the guys that was on the 151 card, they're now not getting paid. And Dana is blaming Bones for that. And if I was fighting on that card, I wouldn't be blaming Bones. I would be blaming Dana White. Any intelligent human being would be blaming the UFC for canceling that pay-per-view. That's horrible. That is horrible. It's not worth canceling a whole pay-per-view. Shit happens, people get hurt. That's part of the fight game. It happens. But you know what? You got to go through some shit sometimes to get what you want. So now we look forward to 152. Maybe or maybe not. I'll buy. Or no, wait. Now the 152 in Toronto is now 151. So maybe I will, maybe I won't buy that pay-per-view now because of all this mess. That's Dana's fault. And that's where I stand.